Thank you, Mr. President, board members. First, let me speak to since we're here at Gresham, appropriate to be able to talk some about what you've already heard from some of the earlier welcomers to us, but that is the revitalization of Eastside Max. The report is at your table, and I may highlight some of the issues from it. First is, for really the last 2 years, a little over the last 2 years, we've really been focusing our efforts to improve the safety and security on the Eastside Max, as well as to be able to revitalize the stations. And again, the report really highlights those things. But I think it's important to be able to kind of keep in perspective that the Eastside Max, our first line, opened 23 years ago. And the changes that have occurred, not just in our own thinking, but across the nation, and how to be able to address a number of the issues here have really changed as well. And so we're really going back and doing a number of retrofits and changes to be able to really bring stations up to essentially a newer standard. And yet that's just the nature of March through time. We all kind of, I think, pivot off of the horrendous attack on Laurie Shillcoat in November of 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, the baseball bat attack on the 71-year-old man. And really, it's from that we launched a number of initiatives to be able to really ensure that we had the kind of safety on the system that we expected. At that time, we had 29 sworn officers as part of the Transit Police Division. Today, we have 58. Equally significant is that we have asked Commander Jarmer and he, likewise, his officers as well, to be able to spend 70% of their time on the system or on the platforms. That is probably about doubling where they historically had been. Consequently, we are seeing a approximate quadrupling of the actual presence on the system, and obviously very, very pleased with that. We have also added security cameras along the alignment. In fact, all but 2 of the station platforms on the east side have those, and those are really the close-in ones to Gateway that don't yet have security. That security measure. And again, I think we recognize that even with CCTV, we are now not necessarily preventing, although it does provide a deterrent, but it also provides that evidentiary record to be able to address if there has been a problem, to be able to have an accurate representation of what it is, identify suspects if it involves that as well. All in all, we are doing a lot out here. Maybe the most significant is the revitalization at the Rockwood station. You've heard a number of commenters already on that specific area. It is something that we are, in fact, in joint design with the City of Gresham on that, how to be able to really revitalize that, design the platforms, really reconfigure the platforms. We're all hoping to be able to do so. We have grants to be able to assist us in that, and that's obviously a very important element of that effort. All in all, we also have opened up the Eastside Precinct. As you heard, it's just a few steps away from here, but it's also that ability to be able to actually have presence here right near a station platform. But equally important to be able to have that quick response time that's afforded by having location here. We obviously also now have 3 other, or a total of 4 precincts. The original one at Northwest Davis Street, the central headquarters, but then also in Hillsborough, which opened first, Gresham second, and now with the Opiate the Green Line at Clackamas Town Center, which a number of you have been a part of. All in all, we believe that we've taken significant steps forward, and it was very nice on my ride here this morning that actually we had fare inspection on board the train as well, and had a chance to talk to our fare inspectors who are conducting that. And again, we try to be able to have out as much presence, but I like to be able to be asked for my fare, although since my photograph is nearby, it probably becomes a little less significant, although I always show it as a way to be able to make sure that other customers know that I'm not getting off free. So the issue